Welcome back, everyone. Today I have a delicious crockpot recipe for you, Crockpot Sesame Chicken. This is a really fast crockpot recipe. It only takes 3 hours plus a little prep time, so let me run you through the ingredients. First off, you need 1.5 to 2 pounds of chicken, salt and pepper to taste, cornstarch, and I'm using avocado oil, but any cooking oil will do. For the sauce component, you're going to need some honey. You're going to need ketchup, rice wine vinegar, chopped garlic. You can use fresh or the jarred kind. Sesame seed oil, low sodium soy sauce or regular soy sauce, water, cornstarch, ginger, which is optional, and sesame seeds, which are also optional. I'm going to be using my cast iron skillet today, and this step just adds a ton of flavor to your chicken. I diced my chicken into 1.5 inch pieces. I tossed it all in a gallon plastic bag, and I'm adding a sprinkle of kosher salt, a generous sprinkle of black pepper. I'm also adding my cornstarch right to my plastic bag. This helps coat every single piece of chicken evenly. You don't have to worry about some pieces getting more or some pieces getting less, and the cornstarch really helps crisp up your chicken, gives it a nice flavor, and it's super easy and not messy at all. So I have heated my cast iron skillet. It is piping hot. I sprayed some avocado oil, and then I popped about half of my chicken. I cooked this in 2 batches, and I just let it sit for a few minutes, let it get some nice golden brown color. That right there is what we're looking for. And we're not looking to cook our chicken. You do not want to cook your chicken all the way through. So once you get a little bit of color, you can remove it, pop in the rest of your chicken, and while our second batch is going, we're going to put together our sauce. So in the bottom of your crock pot, go ahead and add garlic, ketchup, our honey. I'm using a local honey, but you can use whatever honey you have on hand. I love the sweet, kind of smoky flavor that this adds to the sauce. Next up, we're going to add our rice wine vinegar and our sesame seed oil. And if you've never tried sesame seed oil, give it a shot. It adds a beautiful depth to this sauce. Next, we're going to add our ginger. And if you are not a fan of ginger, this is optional. I was adding just a little because my kids were eating this. So if you have a piece of fresh ginger, which is what I prefer, you take the back of a spoon and you just rub it along the outside skin. It's paper thin, it comes right off, and then it just leaves you with peeled ginger that you are ready to grate into your sauce. So I'm using my microplane, and I just do it right over the crock pot. I used about 1/4 inch. You can use more, you can use less. This is personal preference. Now I'm putting together my thickening agent for the sauce, which is just water and cornstarch. Some people call this a slurry. You may have heard that term. This works really well in crock pots. So you just whisk this together, make sure it's combined really well, and then you just dump it in with the rest of your sauce ingredients. And the last ingredient is low sodium soy sauce. Low sodium is what I have on hand. If you have regular soy sauce, that's fine too. And now it's just time to whisk this all up. If you do this in the crock pot before you add your chicken, you don't even have to dirty another bowl. So I just like to get the honey off the bottom and incorporate the ketchup, and this will all meld together as it cooks. Now that my sauce is all set, my second batch of chicken came out of my skillet, and we're gonna just pop this right into the crock pot. As you can see, my chicken is not cooked through. It just has some beautiful golden color and flavor, and that was our goal by cooking it in the skillet. You just want to stir it up with your sauce, and then we're going to pop a lid on and cook this on low for 3 hours. After the 3 hours, the sauce thickens beautifully. This smells absolutely amazing, and I had plenty of time to put together a couple sides to serve this with. On this particular night, I was serving this with just basmati white rice and some steamed broccoli. This is a perfect weeknight meal for one of those busy nights. Let me tell you, all I had to do was cook up some rice and broccoli, and then the chicken was waiting to be served up. I like to sprinkle mine with sesame seeds. Sometimes I'll toast them if I have time, but it adds a nice crunch, and then I just sprinkled a little bit of cilantro, and this was dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. The recipe will be in the description box below with a fun twist. Make sure that you're subscribed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.